Now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, good evening everyone. I'm audible? Yeah, so what were we discussing in the last class, everyone? What were we discussing in the last class? Everyone, what were we discussing in the last class? So in the last class, we implemented a matrix keypad coding. Okay, just the highlights from there. Okay, so we implemented a function called read matrix keypad. For this function, we can pass mode as the argument. The mode can be edge triggering or it can be level triggering. Okay, whatever this function returns. Okay, this function returns which switch is pressed. Okay, this function returns which switch is pressed, whether 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and hash and a star if any switch is pressed. If no switch is pressed, then it will be returning us all released. Okay, this function returns us what? Which switch is pressed. If no switch pressed, it will be returning us what? Okay, all released. If 0 is pressed 0, 1 is pressed 1, 2 is pressed 2, 3 is pressed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, star and a hash. Whichever switch is pressed, it returns that key. If no key is pressed, it will be returning what? All released. Fine. Yeah. So now what we will do is we will just quickly once, one exercise we will do. Yeah. So what I will do here is I'll draw one circuit. You tell me what is that circuit. Okay, here I have a microcontroller. Okay, then here we have a switch. Okay, we have a VDD, we have a resistor. Okay, we have a pin. Okay, so microcontroller pin. Okay, we have a resistor. Here we have a VDD. Here we have a switch. Okay, what type of circuit it is? Pull up or pull down? It's a pull up or pull down. It's a pull up or pull down. It's a pull up circuit. Since it's a pull up circuit, when released, the value on the pin will be 1. When pressed, the value on the pin will be 0. Suppose inside while 1, I want to check if the key is pressed or not. Inside while 1, if I want to check if the key is pressed or not. How can I check is like this. Okay, if pin equal to 0. This I can check what if the key is pressed or not. Okay, when the key is pressed, I'm going to perform some task. Okay, some task. Okay, what is that? Random, some random task. Okay. Okay. So now what I will do is I'll just try to draw the waveform. See what is happening in the hardware. Assume I am pressing the switch at the time x. If I am pressing the switch at the time x, so here I am taking the graph, time axis here, voltage axis here. So if I am pressing the switch at the time x, then what will happen? Okay, initially your switch, since it's a pull up, it will be 1. It will be 1. When the switch is pressed, it will become what? 0. When the switch is pressed, it will become what? 0. When the switch is pressed, what will happen? It will become what? 0. When released, it will be what? 1. When pressed, it will become what? 0. When released, it is 1. When pressed, what will happen? It will become what? 0. Fine. Yeah, so since I am pressing at the time x only, it will become what? 0. This is happening on the hardware. Then what happens in the software? Let us try to understand. Okay, assume here, okay, see this code will be running infinitely inside your microcontroller. This code will be running what? Infinitely inside your microcontroller. So there is a possibility that, okay, you may press switch when while one is executing. You may press switch when if is getting executing. You may press the switch after coming out of the if condition. You may press the switch after repeat when you are repeating the while one. So you can, there is possibility that you press the switch in different conditions, because you don't know what is the code executing. We don't know what is happening in the software. We'll be just keep pressing the switch. So it can be pressed anytime. It can be pressed either during execution of the while one, or during the if condition, or after the if condition, anytime. So I'll just try to understand what will happen for the 3 different conditions. So assume I'm pressing the switch here for case 1, case 2 exactly when I'm trying to detect the switch, case 3, okay, here. Okay, assume here I'm having a code running which is taking a time of 100 seconds, 100 milliseconds. Thousand milliseconds. Okay, 100 milliseconds, 1000 milliseconds. Some code is running and code is taking this much of time. There is some code running and code is taking 100 milliseconds time to execute. And here some code is running, it is taking 1000 milliseconds to execute. So assume if you press the switch here, okay, you are pressing the switch here. I'll take this as case 1. I'll take this as what? Case 1. So in case 1, okay, in case 1, okay, in case 1, what is happening? You are pressing the switch here. But when are you detecting it? Assume in the case 1, you are pressing the switch here. Okay, when are you detecting it? You are detecting it after 100 milliseconds. You are detecting it after what? 100 milliseconds. Okay, yes or no? So what will happen to the graph here? I just try to draw the graph for 3 different cases. This is case 1, case 2, case 3. So in case 1, what is happening? In case 1, what is happening? You are pressing the switch here. But after how much time are you checking the switch is pressed? Okay, even though you're pressing the switch here, after how much time you're detecting if the switch is pressed or not? Hello, am I audible? Is my video buffering? Hello, am I audible? Is everything fine or not fine? Okay, fine. One or two are telling it is buffering. Okay, others are telling it's fine. Fine, however, I'll proceed further. Okay, fine. So we'll proceed further now. Okay, so what is happening? You press the switch here, but after how much time you're detecting the switch? You'll checking here, no, if the switch is pressed or not. You're checking here. So after how much time you're detecting? On the hardware you press at time X, but on the software you're detecting it after 100 milliseconds. So even though you press the switch on the hardware at a time X, but on the software you're detecting after what? 100 milliseconds. Okay, even though you're pressing the switch here at X, okay, you'll be detecting after what? After, okay, 100 milliseconds. Okay, then in the second case, what is happening here? We are checking if the switch is pressed. Here we are checking what if the switch is pressed. Okay. So what is happening here in the second case? You are pressing also at the same time. You are detecting it also same time. In the second case, you are pressing the switch also at X time and you are detecting it also at X time. Okay. In the third case, what is happening? Okay. In third case, you are pressing the switch here. But after how much time you will detect it? You will detect it after, okay, 1000 plus 100 milliseconds. You are pressing the switch here. After how much time you will detect it? After 1000 plus 100 milliseconds. Okay, you are pressing the switch here at X time, but you will detect it after how much time? 1000 plus 100 milliseconds. x plus 1000 plus 100. So you'll be pressing the switch at time x, but you'll be detecting after what? Okay, 1000 plus 100 milliseconds. 1000 plus 100 milliseconds. Is this clear? Yeah. So what is happening? Even though you press the switch here, but what is happening? It is getting detected after what? Here some code should get executed. Then again some code should get executed. After that you will check if the switch is pressed. You are pressing the switch here at X time, but after how much time it will get detected? After 1000 milliseconds and 100 milliseconds it will get detected. Getting my point? Okay. So in the case 3, this is the worst case actually. In the case 3, what happens if you press the switch only for 200 milliseconds? What happens if you press the switch only for 200 milliseconds? Here I am pressing the switch, but I pressed only for 200 milliseconds. What will happen? Will my switch get detected? Will my switch get detected? Okay, if I am pressing the switch only for 200 milliseconds in the second case, here I'll press the switch only for 200 milliseconds. Here I press the switch only for what? 200 milliseconds. Will my switch get detected? Prajwal, only you are telling that you are having problem. Others are not telling anything, Prajwal. And I have joined the session through my mobile phone. Okay, I can see my classes going on clearly also. Since you people are reporting, right, I am joining the class from my mobile phone. I can see that neither video is buffering, neither audio is buffering, nothing is happening, everything is going fine. So please check your network. Yeah, please, whoever are telling the issue, please check your network from your end, because what I have done is I am connecting to my classes through my mobile phone, and I can see that there is no video buffering or audio buffering. Okay, please check your networks. Now tell me, okay. So here, if I am pressing the switch only for 200 milliseconds, what will happen? Will my switch get detected? I'll press the switch here only for 200 milliseconds. Will my switch get detected? Yeah, so if I press switch only for 200 milliseconds, what will happen? My switch don't get detected because what I'm doing is I'm pressing. I have to wait for how much? I have to press switch more than, okay, 1000 plus 100, 1000 milliseconds. I have to press switch more than 1000 milliseconds. Then only my switch get detected. If I'm pressing it only for 200 milliseconds, then my switch won't get detected. Then my switch won't get detected. Is this part clear? If my switch has to get detected, I have to press switch more than 1000 milliseconds. I have to press the switch more than 1000 milliseconds. If I am pressing the switch less than 1000 milliseconds, then what will happen? My switch won't get detected because I am checking if the switch is pressed only after so much of time. After so much of time only, I am checking if the switch is pressed. Before that only, if I release the switch, it won't get detected. Before that only, if I release the switch, it won't get detected. Is this part clear? Others, please do respond. Santosh, Shubham, Prajwal, Ram, Vishnu, still issue is there or you're fine? Ram, Prajwal, Vishnu, and others, please do respond. Is this part clear, everyone? Hello, am I audible? Yeah, so this is my internet speed. You can see have good internet connection. Yeah, everyone, are you clear this part? This part? Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, one and two, what I will do is I'll rehost the session. Okay. I will rehost. Please rejoin. Okay. I will rehost the session. Please rejoin.